Open qualifying for the Joan Ward Memorial Trophy. In lane 1, we have River City. Lane 2, Santa Clara Alumni. Lane 3 is Average Joe's. Lane 4 is Notre Dame. Lane 5 is a UC Irvine Alumni B boat. Lane 6 is the Independent Scullers.
2 minutes.
And lane 7 is Little Knights. The boats are getting aligned. In lane 1 again, we have River City in the white boat with the striped blue and white shirts. Lane 2, we have Santa Clara Alumni in the red boat with the white shirts. Lane 3, we have Average Joe's. They're the white boat with the yellow shirts. Lane 4 is Notre Dame. They're in the gray boat with the yellow and blue shirts. Lane 5 is a UC Irvine Alumni B boat. They are in a white boat with dark shirts. Lane 6 is the Independent Scullers. They're in a dark boat with red shirts. And in lane 7, we have the Little Knights, and they're in a gray boat with the yellow and blue shirts. They're jockeying for final alignment. It appears the wind has slackened slightly. The weather looks very, very good.
Proceeding to a countdown start. Hands will not be recognized.
We have the countdown
River
for the start.
City, Santa Clara, Average Joe's, Notre Dame, UC Irvine, Independent, Little Knights.
All boats are ready.
Rest easy, waiting for alignment. You are aligned.
The boats are aligned and ready to go.
5,
Countdown
4,
has begun.
3, 2, 1. Attention. Go.
We have a good start. And jumping into an immediate lead is the Little Knights in lane 7. In lane 2, Santa Clara has taken about a bow lead over the other boats. They are all neck and neck as they leave the start area. In lane 7, Little Knights continue to pull out on the rest of the fleet, followed by lane 4, which is Notre Dame. Then you have lane 2, which is Santa Clara Alumni. Then you have lane 3 with Average Joe's, and lane 5, which is UC Irvine Alumni. And then lane 1, River City. And lane 6, you have the Independent Scullers. As we pass 250 meters, we see that Little Knights over in lane 7 continue to pull out strong. They have a full boat lead over lane 4, which is Notre Dame. That is followed by lane 2 with Santa Clara. Then we have lane 3 and 4, which is Average Joe's, and excuse me, lane 5, And then neck and neck, right on their heels is lane 1, which is River City, and lane 6, which is the Independent Scullers. Passing 500 meters, we continue to see that the Little Knights are pulling strong, followed by lane 4, which is Notre Dame. Right behind them is lane 2 with Santa Clara, and nipping at their heels is lane 3, which is the Average Joes. Slightly behind them is UC Irvine alumni, and we again have River City and the Independent Scullers that are just slightly behind them.
The Men's Open C, this is the third of 3. This is event number 39, and the lane assignments once again are in lane number 1, River City Rowing Club. They come out of West Sacramento. In lane 2, Santa Clara alumni. Average Joes from San Luis Obispo in lane number 3. Notre Dame coming out of lane number 4. An alumni crew from UC Irvine is in 5. Independent Scullers is in lane 6. And a group out of Newport Beach called Little Knights is in lane number 7, and they are currently on the lead. Little Knights on the lead. They are all the way outside in the bright yellow, or bright gold if you will, and they're running out at about 34 strokes per minute, and they are currently on the lead, so they've got some good powerful strokes going in the middle of this course. In second spot is going to be the crew in lane 4. That is Notre Dame, and both of those crews are opening up substantial leads over their rivals. Along in lane number 2, that is Santa Clara. And following out after Santa Clara is Average Joes, UC Irvine, River City Rowing, and Independent Scullers out in lane number 6. UC Irvine struggling a bit as they have kicked up some whitewater the last 2 or 3 strokes, and they do it again, so they are struggling with outside Independent Scullers moving up on them, but that is at the back of the pack. Out in front would be Little Knights, and they certainly have had a commanding show here as they got off to the early lead, and rather substantial from the very beginning, and have continued to expand upon that as they've moved down our San Diego Crew Classic 2,000 meter course. In second position is Notre Dame. Notre Dame has a open water lead of about 3 or 4 boat lengths over the crew to their inside, and that would be Average Joes. Average Joes picking up a bit of contest from Santa Clara's alumni. Then we go all the way back out to the outside. Independent Scullers have taken advantage of the UC Irvine course correction earlier. And then along the shoreline, this is River City Rowing Club. River City coming out of West Sacramento. Still on the lead, Little Knights, Newport Beach here in California, of course. University of Notre Dame is in second spot. A lot of open water. Back to Average Joes and Santa Clara, with Independent Scullers outside. And it almost looks like UC Irvine boat has lost an oar on the outside. Hard to see from this angle because it's out and away from us, but it appears that one of their rowers is not in the ball game at all. if the ore is not gone completely, the timing is well off in that particular situation. Back to the lead, it is Little Knights with the unofficial victory. Notre Dame would be in second spot. Average Joe's is this gold jersey crew with the white shell, and they are fighting off Santa Clara, but it appears that the two of them will move forward to the petite final. Got a little bit of a boat race going between River City along the shoreline, and outside that would be Independent Scullers. So River City on the shoreline and Independent Scullers on the outside. Independent Scullers with about a 4-seat lead, and unless River City can keep a strong momentum over the last 100 meters, it will appear that they won't get there, although they are. Along the shoreline, it's River City. River City against Independent Scullers on the outside. This means nothing except to the individual crews, and we will watch and see just how close this winds up. It looks like River City on the near side got up and got away with one, and then that is trailing UC Irvine, and that is our unofficial result. Number one is Little Knights, as they will join Cal in rowing, Cal 2007, Union Bank, and the other crew to finish in the top two here, Notre Dame, as they move on to the grand final of the men's open.
Next up, we have the men's junior JV qualifying. This will be the A flight, the Jean Jessup Hervey couple. And in lane 1, we have Marin. Lane 2, we have Oakland Strokes. Lane 3, Long Beach Junior. Lane 4 is Rose City. Lane 5 is San Diego Rowing Club. They're in position. They are getting aligned. Again, in lane 1, we have in the red boat, Marin. Lane 2, in the black boat, we have Oakland Strokes. Lane 3, Long Beach is in the white boat with yellow jerseys. Lane 4 is the white boat, in lane 5.